Hey, Todd Lyles here with Service Excellence, and today I have a topic for all managers and owners that's going to prove extremely valuable. And the subject is ride-along types. Ride-along types. All right, what are ride-alongs? Ride-alongs are what we like to call them skill observations, are the times when managers or trainers get into the truck or go into the field to observe what's taking place. The reason is they want to make sure that their standards are being met inside their company. Now, what I want to share with you is that there are three types of skill observations, or AKA ride-alongs, that you can do. And I want to give you some tips on how to use them properly, okay? So first of all, if we're taking a look here, the first one is what we are going to call the in the tech's truck, or if you want, the full observation. What is this? This is when you and the tech meet up in the morning and you spend a period of time riding with that tech. Most likely you're going to be in the truck with that tech all day long. Now, when would we do this? We would do this in moments when we want absolute full observation. When you want to see what happens from the time that the technician pulls up, knocks on the door, goes through his initial greetings, settles their anxieties, does the diagnostic, comes back, presents the solutions, and also does the work, wraps it up, and closes the call. You want to see it from top to bottom, that's how you do it. Now, depending upon the skill level of your tech, you're going to see 1 to 4 of those if you take the entire day with this technician. There is a lot of value to this, especially when it comes to newer team members or team members that you're training on a very specific process that's new to your company. So that might be when you want to do full-blown tech observations and riding in the truck. You also get some added benefit of getting to spend time in transition, just getting to know your technician better. Now, with all of those pros, there are some serious cons to this as well. And the serious cons to this is just the amount of time that you're going to be in the truck, which may not be a benefit to you, and it may not be a benefit to the tech. Another con to this is that if you're not there for the intention of full observation, maybe you're just there for just a specific moment, then you're stuck. So what is the other solution to that? Well, the other solution to that is right here. It's when you do the in your own truck ride along, or also sometimes referred to as the pop-up. Pop-ups are slightly different though. Pop-ups are when it's a surprise, which has its value too. And this one, we're not going to call this a surprise. And this is also an intentional field observation. But let's say that the difference now is that what you really want to work on is you want to see how they communicate all the way through the presentations. You want to see the diagnostics and then the presentations. But you know this technician has a real strong skill set when it comes from a technical standpoint, so you're not worried about their technical work. So in that particular instance, in this type of ride-along, you would follow the technician, the homeowner would be aware of this. You'd follow the technician and you would stay with the technician through the point of the client selecting their options. When that's done, you'll leave. You'll make your notes in the background and you'll visit with the technician about that later. But once the technician goes to work on doing his install, you don't really need to see that part if they are superior when it comes to, their technical skill set. So you leave, and then you get to go see another part of someone else's presentation. Now with this, you can get to see several different demonstrations throughout the day. And if you time it well, you might see some that are on the communication side. You might see some of the folks that are doing the repairs. It's extremely valuable. Now, the con to that still is that as a manager, you're going to be somewhat limited to how many of those that you can do. It's still a pro, and for sure as leadership, as managers, you need to be getting out there and seeing what your guys are doing. All right. So now let me take you to the out of the truck skill evaluation. The out of the truck skill evaluation. This is referred to as the recorded observation. Why the recorded observation? Because as a manager, what you're doing is you're looking at facts that have already passed and you're taking the recorded information. If you want to read a real detailed article about this on the website, check out what I refer to as the ghost ride along. So the recorded observation or the desk observation. So what you're going to do in this particular situation as a manager is you're going to pull down what the end result was from the call from the client's perspective. Some people call this the client debrief. Some people call it the happy call report. Essentially, it's the client's questionnaire. You're going to pull that down. You're going to pull down the recommendations from the tech. We like to look at those like the diagnostic sheet plus the option sheet. Then you're going to look at what was approved by the homeowner. All right? So with the happy call report, the diagnostic / recommendations from the tech, plus the work that was actually done, if you have ridden with this person in the past, in your mind, you're probably going to be able to pretty well play out what occurred, especially by looking at what was offered in writing or in digital format. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that you can do tens to dozens to maybe even 100 of these in the morning before the day even gets started. This is something that I used to do as a service manager / GM / all things, right? But I could sit down and review 8 technicians' paperwork. So I guess 8 times an average of 24 to sometimes 36 or so. I could sit there and review that paperwork in a matter of 30 minutes or less and have training notes for the technician before they left on their first job. It's a very powerful way to do skill observation. So it's the out of the truck skill evaluation or the recorded observation. Now, these are all going to be great assistances to you as service managers when it comes to making sure that you're inspecting what you expect. These are very powerful. These will help ignite the power of your people, and it'll also help ignite your leadership power as well. So those are 3 types of ride-alongs. Did I miss one? Drop it in the comments below. Let me hear your thoughts on the other type of ride-alongs and if you're using these or what you think about them. Thank you. This is Todd with Service Excellence, helping you ignite the power within.